Maybe if you do well enough, maybe you'll start a career in casting.
That's the dream. That's the dream. I could just sit around here, not doing nothing, but just chopping it up with the boys.
Yeah, and it looks like, wait, did we, so we're on now. We are on now. So, oh man, that delay is going to mess with my brain, but we are at it. I think we're getting set up right now still. Welcome, everybody. We didn't really do an intro, so welcome here to West Virginia University Esports, but we are actually on site at the University of Pittsburgh. So, in a bit of an enemy territory, for anybody watching, I want to say thank you for being, so welcoming. They've been very helpful for us here. Very nice. Nothing bad. So, tonight, what was that?
I'm just saying, we are in the Pete right now.
We are.
And I'm excited. This should be a good game. We have Marcel versus Branson.
Yes, sir. The very first ever, hopefully annual, esports Backyard Brawl between West Virginia University and the University of Pitt. The day before the real Backyard Brawl, which will be tomorrow here in Pittsburgh at what time's the kickoff?
3:30.
3:30 kickoffs. Afternoon game. Both teams' boys should be buzzing. Either way, man, I'm hearing that, and it is. It's nice though. This is a cool setup. One thing I will give the University of Pittsburgh is this center here they have. Very nice. The big TV. There we see our boy from West Virginia representing us here in NCAA 25 up on the big screen, getting ready to go.
Yeah, and as you can hear from the crowd, we have all of Pike. I'm hearing that Marcel is a member of Pike here at Pitt.
Oh
and
man,
he's got a fan club. Our guy, he's rocking solo. He's sitting there by himself, but it's a away game. He's got to be able to deal with the crowd, and I don't know if he's going to be able to handle it, but we'll be rooting for him. I mean, we're going to be a little bit biased. I mean, we're West Virginia guys, but it should be a great game. I'm super excited.
Yeah, as am I. And generally on our broadcast, we try to be as impartial as possible, giving love to both teams. But, when you get in a van and you drive an hour and your guy, no real fans other than the employees that came to support him, he is really in the trenches right now. So it's going to be, we're going to try to support as much as possible. And it looks like we're already in the game here. And it's going to be West Virginia with the ball first, rocking the Cole Rush unis.
I love these uniforms, man. I'm so excited that when they debut them in real life.
Yeah, absolutely. And West Virginia up here on the offensive first. I mean, what do you want to see out of this guy?
I like what he's doing to start. We're running the ball, we're just getting a feel for the game. We want to get used to see what the opponent's doing on defense. It's looking like we're rocking 3-3-5 normal on defense for Pitt, and we're rocking a little bit of trips tight end here, bunch tight end for our guy here on offense. It looks like it's going to be his first pass play.
Yeah, absolutely. 3rd and 1. Probably looking to air it out here with Garrett Green in the shotgun, and he hands it off. A bit of a little misdirection there, and he gets the first down.
I love that audible. He had the numbers. It's 3rd and 1. Get that first down of the game. Get the offensive flowing. And I mean, that was just a perfect call. And now we're in the flow of the game. Now we're used to it. Now we can start passing.
Absolutely. He comes out in the same offensive formation with that one running back in the backfield, and he's going to scramble with Garrett. Now, he does end up throwing it away, so no yards lost. But that is something we need to look out for, is the scrambling potential of Garrett Green.
Yeah, I mean, he's a dual-threat quarterback, probably one of the top 5 in the country.
Oh, absolutely. Top 5 and not 2, 3, or 4, I will say, or 5. And anyway, there we go. Getting into a 3rd and 1, a little 9-yard toss to the tight end.
Yeah, another big 3rd and 1 here. Don't be surprised if we run the ball, but it looks like he's going to pass. I love this. Trying to catch him off guard here. See if we can hit him over the top for a big play.
Absolutely. It looks like he doesn't have many people open. He's going to be forced to throw it away on 3rd and 1. That is tough. This is a big decision to go for it. 4th and 1 on your first drive or punt it away.
Yeah, I mean, Marcel is playing great defense. I love what he's doing. He's not playing aggressive at all, just kind of letting things happen, letting things develop, but he's not giving up the big play. And that is so important here in college football 25.
Absolutely. And, with that being said, we got to give props to Marcel here for University of Pittsburgh. That lockdown defense, I didn't quite see what the formation he was in, but locking up everything downfield, no one open for an easy completion. And here we get a QB sneak with Garrett Green right between the guard and the center, getting that first down. Really cheeky, 4th and 1.
Yeah, I'm loving what we're doing. We're not going for anything big. We're taking what the defense gives us. I love this out of our guy here for West Virginia.
So then it looks like he loves coming out in this pistol formation. They got one safety deep on defense here for Pittsburgh. Looks like we're getting a little audible here. And it's going to be a run. Another one. Good block there from that slot receiver to give him. Looks like 9, 2nd and 1.
Ground and pound. Taking what the defense gives him.
You know, that's what we pride ourselves with down in West Virginia is, you know, that really hard-nosed, tough, run it down your throat kind of offense.
He's got the hole. Oh, what I would
Another
have loved
big
to
run.
see right there is if he spins right there. He had so much green grass on the left side of the field right there. If he spins out that one safety, he's gone. It would have been a touchdown. Would have loved to, you know, it's a little bit of a juke, but you take the first down.
Absolutely. You know, got to be safe, got to protect that ball, but, you know, probably potential for more yards. And, tries to throw a bullet. And
that is great defense by Marcel. I mean, you can tell he's a little bit upset, and I would be as well. I mean, that probably should have been an interception. I love the blitz out of him. I love, you know, kind of forcing the pressure there on first down after giving up a big run.
now a 2nd and 10 scenario. You don't want to see 3rd and long here if you are West Virginia. And he throws another good pass to the tight end. A little bit dangerous.
That is what we like to call in the community a Stevie Wonder right there. I mean, it looks like his eyes might have been closed when he made that pass, but hey, a catch is a catch.
Catches the catch, and now we got 3rd and short, 3rd and 2. You have the mobile quarterback. You have C.J. Donaldson on the roster. Let's see what he does. It looks like he's coming out to pass here.
I like this play.
Looks like he might have X open, but he chooses not to hit it, and now he's rolling out to his right. He's going to be forced to throw it away again, and he's going to take a 4th and short.
So we actually practiced this. We didn't send him in there with no practice. He said, "I'm gonna make every single field goal, no matter how hard it is, no matter how far away it is. I'm making every single field goal." This is what he told me.
Oh, and this one's looking good so far, and it's going to be wide. Right, he misses the field goal.
What did we do at practice? We didn't do anything at practice.
And now we hear the Pitt fans chirping a little bit. You can probably hear him through our microphones.
That's a tough kick. That's a tough kick in an away game. I probably would have went for that. I wouldn't have kicked the field goal, but, you know, you live with the decision. Absolutely. Now we're going to see Marcel here on offense.
We absolutely are, and he's going to opt to run it here on his first touch of the match. And he will go down. We're going to see 2nd and 10. But going back to that field goal comment, I mean, you know, a lot of players in Madden and NCAA, they like to go for it a lot. You don't see those long field goals. So if you can come out with a field goal advantage, then, you know, it's better to get 3 than 0. And a lot of times you're getting 0 going for it.
Yeah, 3 is worth more than 0. That is fair.
I mean, in this case, he did end up with 0 anyway. But, you know, we bounce back. And anyway, here we see Pitt on a 3rd and 9 on his first drive, only getting 1 yard in his first 2 plays. And he's going to opt to hand it off again. No, it's a play action and a sack here from West Virginia.
And we're going to be punting the ball. We didn't really see much out of Marcel here on offense. I mean, that was a quick drive. I like that he's starting with the run. I think that's Pitt's biggest advantage is the run game. I think Hammond is a really good running back. He's super quick, super shifty. So I like that he's running the ball. He just couldn't really get anything going that drive.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, I'm not sure if you can tell, but, you know, the crowd here has quieted down just a little bit after that first drive. So we're going to see if our West Virginia boy can get something going here.
No, he definitely quieted the crowd. I mean, after missing that field goal, the crowd was going crazy. I thought he was going to get booed out of the stadium. So the fact that he's still playing is big.
Absolutely. Now we are starting our 2nd drive here for West Virginia on the looks like the 46 or no, the 36. And now a good run over to the left. Can't quite get the first down, but goes down 1 yard to go.
Ground and pound, taking what the defense gives him. It's really that simple.
Absolutely, and he's coming back out in the pistol. Running back shifted over to the left of Garrett Green instead of the right. Little bunch on the right side.
Down his safety, so he's really going to try to stop the run. He's bringing down his safety to get as many people in the box that he can here to stop the run, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There's just not enough guys on the line of scrimmage. He's running 3-3-5 normal, so there's just not enough people in the box, not enough people on the line of scrimmage to stop the run. We can run the ball for 5-6 yards of carry every single time if he really wants to.
Absolutely, and what a block there from the tight end and the lineman, opening up such a huge hole for that running back to run through. And now Garrett Green dropping back still in the pistol, but he's going to throw it. He's going to go for it all. A little off, and he gets it. What a throw, what a catch, and that is a touchdown. West Virginia, the first on the board, 6-0.
And Gabe, do you hear that? The crowd is silent. The crowd is silent here. I mean, they are shocked. West Virginia going up top.
You
for a
can
big
hear
touchdown, and we're going up 7-0.
you can hear a pin drop here at the University of Pittsburgh while the Mountaineer does his push-ups, and here is the kickoff deep into the end zone. We're probably not going to see a run out, and we will not. And Pittsburgh is going to get their second drive of the game.
Now I really want to see Marcel here if he can, get the chains moving, get a couple first downs here. I want to see if he can get the passing game going. I mean, first time he called a pass, he got sacked instantly. So I want to see if he can get something going.
Absolutely, and now here we see back into pistol formation, kind of copying what West Virginia did on the offense, and a good pass there on the left. Does he have enough for the first? And he does. That's going to bring him out to the 45.
That's a good play. Not going for the bomb, not going for anything crazy, just taking your check downs, taking what the defense gives you.
Absolutely. Now West Virginia out here in the single high safety. He will be using that middle linebacker. And a good run there for 4 yards. We're going to be 2nd and 6 at the end of the first. What'd you see there in that first quarter, Noah?
I mean, this was a high-paced game. I mean, we missed a field goal, we got turnovers, we got punts, we got deep touchdowns. I mean, we got a little bit of everything, and I'm just excited for the rest of this game.
And I
know
will say,
this is going to go down to the last possession. You can tell both players are very similarly skilled. And there we go with Hammond trying to make a man miss. I would have liked a spin move out of him, but, he's trying to get a little shifty. But you take the big gain.
Absolutely. And Marcel found his running back wide open on the right side there, West Virginia, and a bit too far back. Nobody over there covering that running back, and he will come out in this full zone, and it's going to be a fake and an interception from the Mountaineers. He's got a lot of green grass in front of him. The quarterback trying to catch an angle.
He's not going to catch him.
And he can't get him. He's at the 5, and he is in the end zone. West Virginia with a defensive touchdown to increase that lead.
I mean, I don't know what he saw there. It was an RPO. He probably should have handed off the ball, but he thought he saw the look, thought he saw it. Just, I don't know. Maybe it was the black jerseys, Cole Rush.
Maybe.
I don't know. But I'm just
seeing
not sure what he saw there.
Seeing ghosts like Sam Darnold, and we're going to get back to the kickoff. West Virginia going into the second, an early defensive touchdown is exactly what you want to see. I wish we could see that in real life a little bit more.
Yeah. And there we go. And this is college football. This is college football right here. This is why we love the game.
Was that on the kick return?
Pick 6, we get a kick return for a touchdown.
Great kick return there from the University of Pittsburgh. West Virginia still has that 7-point bubble, but a massive play there from the Pittsburgh special teams.
You can tell the stadium pulse. It's pulsing. It's pulsing after that. You think you have everything going your way. You got a pick 6. You're going to 14-0 on the road in an atmosphere like this. You think the game might be over, and we get a kick return touchdown just like that, and the game has shifted. Now we need to see a big defensive stop out of Marcel.
The return, he tries to squeak through the blockers there, but can't get much. His drive will start a little bit before the 20.
Now, Gabe, I would love to see Adam Marcel here if we start pressuring the West Virginia offense. We need to start sending some heat. We need to put pressure on Garrett Green because right now he's got all day back there. He's running the ball. He's sitting back there making his first, second, third read. I mean, he's just got too much time. We got to start blitzing him.
Absolutely. If you are a Pittsburgh fan here tonight, you do want to see a little bit more QB pressure, but looks like we're going to see another inside zone here from West Virginia back out in the pistol, and a lot of green grass there, good blocks, and he will get the first down. But Pittsburgh just can't stop this running attack.
Yeah, I mean, he's running the same play. We're running inside zone at a bunch of tight end, and, I mean, he's just giving it to him. He's giving him 5-6 yards, and, I mean, we got to change something up here on defense out of Marcel.
Absolutely. Coming out in the same formation, a bunch formation with wide receivers over on the left side, and he will check down to the wide receiver. Does he have the speed to get past? He does not still. 9-yard gain. We're going to see 2nd and 1.
I'm loving this. I'm loving this out of West Virginia. I mean, he's just playing a perfect game right now on offense. After missing that field goal, he really came back out here, and he's showing what he was doing all qualifiers.
Absolutely. Coming back out, that same little setup there for West Virginia. Good defense from Pittsburgh.
I think he missed square. Yeah. It probably was open, but I don't hate. It would have been a force. It's 2nd and 1. Throw the ball away. It's 3rd and 1. You live to fight another day. I would have liked to see if he tested it though with Garrett Green. I think he would have been able to make that throw on the run.
Yeah, absolutely. And now we're coming out. Garrett Green under center. We haven't seen that just yet. Little ground and pound running for it, and he does get a few yards on that 3rd and 1, getting 1st and 10. Back into Pittsburgh territory.
Yeah, I would have liked to see if he would have put C.J. Donaldson in there. He's the ground and pound guy for West Virginia on a 3rd and 1. But Jaheim White, I mean, not known to run people over, but as you can see, he fights for those couple extra yards. I mean, that's just the weight room. That's the weight room. West Virginia might just be a little bit stronger than Pitt.
Absolutely demolishing number 6 there, putting him on his back, and Back on 1st and 10. Another run play here. Pittsburgh does sniff it out, and they will stop it. We're going to see 2nd and 11. A little loss of 1.
Yeah, that was a big play by Marcel. Got to get him behind the sticks. Make our West Virginia guy pass the ball.
Oh, I misread it. That is 2nd and 8. I can't really see from this screen. Either way, little gain of 2. We'll run his tight end on that little slant route. Get a good completion. And he's just marching down the field right now.
Yeah, I mean this is just simply too easy. We really gotta change up what we're doing here on defense if we're the Pitt. If we are Pitt. Because really, I mean, West Virginia's just been moving the ball easily all game, and we haven't gotten anything going on defense. We haven't gotten anything going on offense. We got a kick return. So we need to change something up, but this might be a flood. And as I say that,
Ooh, Garrett Green
breaks 2 tackles for the first down. I mean, that's why at the beginning of the broadcast, we said that Garrett Green might be the #1 dual threat quarterback in the country. I mean, there's not many guys that are playing on Saturdays that are breaking 2 sacks for a first down.
Absolutely. I mean, how elusive is that man? Now we're going to see that tight end go in motion. Another 1st and 10, and he will hand it off. He's got one guy to beat, and he can't beat him. And we're going down to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, I would have loved right there if he would have cut it outside. There was a lot of green grass, but cut it back in, and, you take the 4 yards. But as you can see right there, Pitt has no yards on offense. I mean, West Virginia is totally outgaining them.
Absolutely, and it looks like, West Virginia's kind of milking the clock here, and Garrett Green's going to escape the pocket once again and slide for a massive gain on the ground.
Yeah, Garrett Green, dual threat. I would love to see Pitt put a spy out there, make sure that Garrett Green will not, every time he escapes the pocket, there's going to be a spy out there to tackle him. But right now, West Virginia's just having everything.
Absolutely. And now at the 20. Scoring before half would be massive here.
Now, this is where it separates the pros from the Joes. I would love to see West Virginia chew the clock here and make this the last possession of the half. Now, he's probably not going to do that, but I would love to see it.
He does get the ball out, so avoids the sack. However, he might have had a couple guys open there if he threw it a little earlier, but opted to use the legs of Garrett Green. Now another handoff, a lot of green grass, gets a good block. He's got one man to beat. Can he do it? And he can. West Virginia back in the end zone, increasing that lead. We're going to see 21-7 going into this half.
We still have 1:30 left for Pitt, 3 timeouts. I mean, we need to at least get a field goal, or this game could get dark.
Absolutely can. I mean, you got 2, 6-minute quarters?
Yeah.
I believe you got 2 6-minute quarters to come back down 2 touchdowns, and so far your special teams has been your only offense.
Yeah, let's see if he can break another one here. It looks not. We'll get back here to, the 25?
Yep.
All right, so we got 75 yards to go. All starts with 1 first down. I would like to see Marcel run the ball, maybe a little check down to his running back, just to get the chains moving, get the offense going. Great
Absolutely.
play, inverted thing. I love that play call out of Marcel, and he might be gone.
West Virginia can't get him on the ground, trying to catch the angle. Can they catch him? And they can, but all the way to the 15.
There you go. That's a great play. Like I said, you want to check down and make a guy miss, and next thing you know, you're getting a 50-yard gain. Now, I would love to see West Virginia call a timeout right here. I don't think he will, but I would love to see it so that way he can get the ball before this half ends.
Absolutely. That 2-minute drill.
Everyone. I mean, that's wide open. That's just. Oh!
And he goes for the dive.
He goes for the dive. Should have just ran it in.
And now West Virginia has a chance at a goal line stand if the defense is up for it. But that 2-minute drill turned into a bit of a predicament here for West Virginia.
This is college football, man. I mean, things change fast. And I love that timeout out of West Virginia. That way we can guarantee that we're going to get the ball here before this half ends. Now, I would just run the ball here if I'm Marcel. You got probably one of the best running backs in the country in the backfield with you.
Absolutely, and he's going to fake that jet sweep, keep it himself, and the quarterback's going to be in for a touchdown, cutting the lead to 7 before half.
That was a statement drive for Marcel. He hasn't done anything on offense all day, and he was feeling it. He was feeling the pressure. The Pike guys, they were looking like they were about to leave. Everyone's going to leave him here, but he told them, hey, guys, trust me, I got it.
Absolutely. And, a very stagnant first half of offense. You rattle 2 big plays off in that 2-minute drill, and all of a sudden, you're back in the groove.
Yeah, hey, one turnover, one fumble, one pick, one bad mistake by West Virginia, and you can tie up the game right here. So right here, you can lose the game if you are West Virginia. So do not make any stupid decisions. You've played a perfect half so far.
Absolutely. He does
Just throw the
have.
ball here. Throw the ball away. Oh, okay. Get out of
Oh,
bounds. I
great
like
strafe
that.
out of
I like
bounds.
that.
Gets the first down. Still has 47 seconds for another potential score. Like we talked about before, big field goal guy. If he gets in that field goal range, we might see a 3-point.
Yeah, he said he's been practicing them, but I don't know. After that first one, it looked really bad.
It did look very rough, and little outside run. Tries to cut up inside, and is he going to call the timeout? Probably he should, but
Clock stops in college after a first down. I don't hate it. Pick a
within
play
2
here, and
minutes.
and we can go.
My fault.
I love the clock management. I think we're managing this well.
Absolutely.
We're going to verticals here. He's going to have triangle, and I like taking the check down. I
Drop
like
to the
that.
tight end.
It's out of bounds as well. Now, this is a perfect 2-minute drill. And like I said at the beginning of this drive, you can't win the game here, but you can lose the game here if you're West Virginia. And so he's playing this perfectly. He's not making any stupid decisions. He's not even forcing anything. You know, he's not allowing Marcel with Pitt to do anything. And he's going over the top right here.
He scored on that play earlier, and
Oh.
barely incomplete. It looked like he caught it for a sec, but slips through the hands. And now 27 seconds on a 2nd and 10. Still has a couple more chances.
Yeah, I love that throw. One-on-one ball. Give your wide receiver a chance to make a play. He just doesn't come down with it.
Yep. Scored on that play before, like we said, so, always have to go for it. And can he get the first down here? He can get that, and Moore breaks a tackle or two, and he is home free. West Virginia answers back within a minute. What a drive.
Now, this has been a crazy 2 minutes, and as you see right there, Jaheeb White, 150 yards in the first half. I mean, he is having a day right now.
Let's hope we see that out of him tomorrow on the actual field. Either way, now 10 seconds before this halftime, 20 seconds before this halftime. He's just going to kick it straight out of bounds. I'm not sure if he was going for a squib there and miss input either way.
I think he just did not want to allow Marcel to have a chance to run that kickback. He was scared. He didn't think he had a good kick coverage defense, which I don't hate it. But 19 seconds is plenty of time. You're going to have 4 plays here if you manage this correctly with Marcel. And you're at the 40-yard line. So you only need about 25 yards to get in field goal range. This is totally doable. And he needs to get 3 points here before half.
Absolutely. That penalty does bring them out to the 40. And he has a guy wide open on the left.
Great play. Great play. That only takes 5 seconds. You get 10 yards. Totally worth it.
Very much so. Now 1st and 10. 14 seconds on the clock. Pittsburgh is going to be looking to cut this lead before halftime.
Yeah, I would love right here. It looks like West Virginia is in a lot of cover 3. I would love if he hits it up the seam right here. He might even be able to make a touchdown from the slot. If he puts the slot on a streak, great user. Great defense by West Virginia. He saw what I saw. He was giving up the seam, but he used it himself, and that was just great adjustment out of him.
Absolutely, and forcing a throwaway. Looks like we're going to see some prevent defense here. Just under 10 seconds to go at midfield.
I do not like this defense at all. I mean, the middle of the field is wide open, so much green grass, and he's basically just conceding a field goal.
It looks like it, but everybody seems to be kind of covered, and he has a shot at this one, but no, Pitt comes down with it. I don't like that defense at all.
Yeah, I mean, it was just, I don't know. I mean, he actually ended up not being the worst defense, but big-time players make big-time plays for Pitt, and then that's huge. Hopefully he can make this kick. This is a tough angle.
Absolutely.
And he drains it. Nice field goal. And we got 28-17 going into half. What are your thoughts on the first half?
I mean, a whole lot of running here from West Virginia. That Pitt defense has to figure something out. I mean, Marcel was just getting ran over on the defensive end, but came out with a few big plays. So he did show the potential to gain yardage in big chunks and put the ball in the end zone. But can he stop Jaheim White?
That's the big question. Can Pitt get a stop on defense? I think they're doing well on offense. I think he finally found something that he likes with the air attack. So I think the biggest thing is going to be when West Virginia is on offense. If West Virginia can continue to score, I think they're going to be able to win this game pretty handily. But it's all about them on offense.
Absolutely. West Virginia starting the second half on defense with that 11-point lead. And he will cut up the field again a few extra yards before being pushed out. We're going to see a first down on that first play of the drive. Very big momentum play.
I mean, this is just perfect game planning by West Virginia. Rodney Hammond, who is probably the best player on Pitt's offense, 19 yards, 4 carries. I mean, that's nothing. As you compare that to West Virginia's 150 yards for their running back. So I think he has a perfect game plan, stopping the run, making his opponent pass the ball, and I just don't think the Pitt quarterback is up to it.
Yep, absolutely. And we're going to see another inside run here on 2nd and 1. And he breaks through and he gets to that second level, but taken down after a big gain.
If I was Marcel, I would go back to the run. I mean, Rodney is making plays. He didn't even get touched until 5-6 yards down the field. I mean, you take 5-6 yards every single carry.
Absolutely. In an environment like this, every yard matters. It's a game of inches, as they say.
So West Virginia counters that by going to mid blitz here. They got 6 guys in the box. But that's a great counter by Pitt.
Walks right up into that second level.
Seeing the defense and calling that play, that was a good adjustment.
Absolutely. And 2nd and inches on the 35 is a great position to be in. West Virginia backing up into a more of a zone defense, not loading up that box like they have been.
As you can see, West Virginia, is in cover 3 defense as well. So I would love to see Pitt attack the seams.
And a good quarterback pressure, but able to get that ball out before getting hit. And another first down. Pitt seems to be grooving here on offense.
Yeah. West Virginia is putting contains, though, on defense. So what that does is they're trying to keep the quarterback in the pocket. And as you can see, when Marcel tried to roll out there instantly, the guy was going there to sack him before he got the pass out. So he's putting contains to force Pitt to stay in the pocket. I like that adjustment out of West Virginia. But right there, another check down, 8 yards. Marcel is making good reads. His first read has been solid all day. It's when he's making that second and third read that he's making a little bit of bad decisions.
So then he came out in that hurry-up offense and ran another outside run to the left side, and that run is really putting up numbers so far in this third quarter.
They call this the green zone right here, inside the 10. This is where you make your money. That's why they call it the green zone. You got to get 7 every single time. Field goals do not cut it this late in the game. And he's going to have the inverted zig. Perfect play call. Can he get into the end zone? Yes, he will. Great play by Marcel. He went to that earlier and he got 60 yards, and he goes back to it in the biggest play of the game. I would like to see Marcel go for 2 here, so he'd be down by 3 instead of 4. But whatever, it is what it is. Now,
you take the points and you run. Like you said, great play call, great execution. Another little bit of a quarterback pressure, but able to get the ball out and into the end zone. And now West Virginia is going to run this out a little bit, and he gets a block, but can't squeak through it. And now West Virginia, all of a sudden, your 14-point lead turns into 4.
This is a huge answer drive. We need to get points here if we are West Virginia. And now what I would like to see from the Pitt fans, you got to get the crowd into it. If I was Marcel, I'd be hyping up the crowd. I'd be getting all my frat brothers, get the crowd
he has
going.
the guy. He's going for it all again. That's the 3rd time he's ran that play, and he comes down with it. This time after dropping it, that last play in the end zone, massive chunk play for West Virginia.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you shut up a crowd right there. Going for the bomb, first play out of half.
Absolutely, and looks like we're going to go for another bit of an inside zone here. The blocks are good. Can he get past this last guy? He cannot. Goes down at the 15. And West Virginia going back to the run after a big pass play. Snip in the end zone.
You don't hate this, though. You don't hate this if you're Marcel. This is got to get a stop in the red zone. Got to hold him to 3. And if you're West Virginia, just keep on doing what you're doing. The run is working. The pass is working. Everything's working. Another 4 yards right there. And this is a big play on 2nd and 6. I don't know. What do you think he's going to go to, a pass or a run? I think he's going to try to probably call a pass here, roll out with Garrett Green, and try to run with him is what I'm thinking.
I'd imagine, using Garrett Green's legs would be huge here, but I wouldn't be opposed to a C.J. Donaldson run, and that is what he goes for, looking to run a guy over. And he does, and he gets that first down. We're going to see 1st and goal within the 5.
That's a great decision to bring in C.J. Donaldson here in the red zone. Big power back. Fight for those extra yards.
And we haven't seen much of C.J. It's been the Jaheim White show thus far, and he goes back to Jaheim White, and nobody in the box. Wide open run for the touchdown. He's going to increase that lead. Very big drive for the Mountaineers.
That's a statement drive from West Virginia. Like you said, 14, down to 11, down to 4. But Garrett Green had something to say about it. First play, over the top for a 50-yard touchdown. And then after that, the ground and pound show with Jaheim White, C.J. Donaldson. I mean, that was a good answer by West Virginia.
Absolutely, and Marcelo is going to return this from 5 yards deep into the end zone. Does get out past the 20, but not much more. And just look at those stat differentials, 220 yards on the ground for the Mountaineers.
Pitt's got to stop the run. Simple as that. Going into this fourth quarter, they need to stop the run.
Have to stop that run, and West Virginia back into a single high defense here. Sends a man in motion, looking for that jet sweep, and he does give it to him this time. West Virginia has a guy, but he doesn't have the speed to catch him, and he's going to get 9.
It's a good play call. I like going out of bounds too because now you got to start worrying about the clock. Even though there's a minute 30 left and you're only in the third quarter, you're only playing 5-minute quarters. This is college football. We're not playing in real life football where you got 15 minutes. You only got 5 minutes. So you got to start worrying about the clock. You're only going to have maybe 2-3 possessions left in this game. So it's important that you use as little time as possible here on this drive.
Absolutely.
Good screen call. I like this play. Throw it. Catch a block. Oh, okay.
He does weave in and out a little bit. Doesn't quite need that block, I guess. Getting the first down and a little bit more.
Yeah, I would have liked to see him wait for his blockers to get upfield and develop. He might have been able to make that into a big play, but it's still, get down to the 45, and he's moving again here on offense.
Absolutely. He is definitely moving that ball up the field a little bit better than he was in that first half. And he has a guy open. Oh, a bit of a dangerous pass, but does come up with it. A good block. And another one, and he shakes a tackle, and he's going to go up the sideline for a touchdown on what should have been a routine tackle for the Mountaineers.
And Gabe, what play was that? What play was that? The inverted zig. He's had 3 big plays this game on offense, and it's been the exact same play. And so if you're West Virginia, you have to make a note of that because he's going to go to it again. Who's not going to go to something that's worked 3 straight times, right? And I love going for 2 here. Cut this game to a 3-point game. Let's see if he's got anything on the 2-yard line.
His short yardage plays have been very successful thus far.
It looks like West Virginia's going to be the grip here. He drops them back into coverage, and he goes to another zig. Oh, my goodness. He is killing West Virginia with the zigs.
Absolutely. Those zigs they have no answers so far.
No
Absolutely
answer.
Not. Every time he wants it, he gets it. And now, avoiding the kick return. The lead back down to 3. A great answer here from Marcel for the University of Pittsburgh. And West Virginia might just look to milk some clock here before getting in the end zone.
Yeah, if I was West Virginia here, I'm turning on some chew clock, and I'm making this a long drive. Pitt has all the momentum right now. I need to slow things down.
Absolutely. And it looks like he's going to throw it here on this 1st and 10 from the 25. And he might have someone open. It's the same deep ball he's been doing. That time knocked away from the Pitt defense. Great defense there.
It's looking like shades of DeMar Hamlin, Pitt legend right there. 8 tackles, by the way, yesterday in the Bills versus Dolphins game. That was great defense.
Yeah, absolutely. Massive game for the Bills there last night. By the way, another handoff going back to the ground, which I don't hate. A big hit. Still, we get 3rd and 5. This is a massive play for West Virginia.
And as you can see, with the new wear and tear for college football 25, Jaheim White looks like he's got 10 less carrying and a couple other bad stats now that he got hit. So I would put in C.J. Donaldson and let Jaheim White recover a little bit, get some Gatorade on the sideline. But like you said, this is a huge play.
Absolutely massive play, and he has X open, but drops the ball, can't get the first down, and you kind of have to punt here.
I don't know, Gabe. You got to go to your money play right here. Punting the ball back to Pitt. Oof. And he's going to give him a lot of green glass. I mean, I could see a touchdown right here from Pitt. If he cuts this outside.
He does West Virginia have the speed to catch him? They do get a hand on him and push him out of bounds, so avoids the worst case, but a big return from Pitt.
I hate punting right there. I would have went to one of your money plays. That's how you this is how you lose a game.
This is absolutely where the game can slip out of your grasp, and a great move from the receiver on that left side does get out of bounds with 3 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. West Virginia has to make some decisions on defense.
Yeah, he needs to relax. Take a breath. We're going here into the 4th quarter. Put the controller down. Think through the game plan because Marcel is locked in. You can see, I don't know what he's listening to in those headphones, but you can tell he's bobbing his head. He's drinking the water. He is locked in. And the crowd's, the crowd's backing him. Our guy with West Virginia, he's all by himself. And he's got to remember, we're up by 3 points. He might think that the game's over, but we're up by 3. Don't do anything crazy right here.
Absolutely.
Make Marcel earn it. Good run call.
A little bit of a bad snap. Does come down with it. Like you said, very good run call. Gets them a few yards here. We're going to see 2nd and manageable.
I would love to see some pressure out of the defense, which it looks like we're going to be calling here out of this mid-blitz set.
You're getting a lot of quarterback pressure, just can't get anything from it. And another wide open route there from the Pitt wide receiver, and he comes down with it, gets about 15.
That was an advanced play by Marcel. He was following the user. The user went to the left, so he threw it to the right. That's a great play, great read.
Absolutely, and these areas are just wide open in that second level of the West Virginia defense. He has to figure out a way to stop this air raid, and another pass over on the sideline, and he gets in for the touchdown, and he's going to get his first lead of the game, and it's going to be a 4-point lead.
Yeah, I mean, West Virginia needs to start putting some hard flats on the field, and as you can hear, the crowd is back in Marcel, and West Virginia is going to need some love. We're going to need an answer here quick, because the crowd is only going to get crazier as the time goes on.
Absolutely, and, you know, it's kind of odd. The first half, he was running all over this Pitt defense. So far in the third quarter, we haven't seen much from Garrett Green in terms of that running game.
We haven't seen anything from Garrett Green. It's been all Jaheim White, and Pitt was stopping the run that last drive, and there was nothing that West Virginia could do.
Yeah, absolutely. And now we're going to go back to the run here. A couple good blocks, and he does get to that second level, get the first down, a gain of 12 here on first down, and that's going to be the start to a pretty hard-nosed drive, hopefully.
I like that decision. 20 rushes for Jaheim White today, though.
20 rushes, definitely. That fatigue meter is probably going up. He's been taking a lot of hits, and
yeah, I would not be surprised if we see a fumble. 21 rushes for 201 yards though, and 3 touchdowns. I mean, he is having a game. But I would like to see CJ Donaldson get in there. He's going to be fresh, especially with the Pitt defense. They're going to be tired. They've been getting ran on all game. Let's bring in a fresh running back. And right as I say that, CJ Donaldson comes into the backfield.
Spoke it into existence, and he's going to hand it off to CJ, looking to run someone over, but he gets
up by Pitt.
Pumped. Absolutely blown up, and we're going to see 3rd and 2, massive third down play. If you don't convert this, you have a lot of decisions to make.
West Virginia is just becoming too predictable. I mean, everyone in the building could have told you that a run was coming right there. We just need to start changing it up. But this is right here. This is a huge play.
Absolutely, and he has that check down if he needs it. He's going to scramble out with Garrett Green, running into that ref, and
he make a play.
Defender misses, and he gets past the line to gain and out of bounds, and wiping some sweat off his brow.
Marcel has listened to me. He trusted the adjustments that, like I was saying, he has put a quarterback spy on the field, and he did it himself. He was the spy. But West Virginia had just too good stick and made a play, made a miss. What a play by West Virginia.
He has triangle, another go route.
He has a touchdown. He just doesn't see him. He had triangle for a touchdown.
That pressure from the boys up front of Pittsburgh, you know, denied that deep ball. Like you said, he had 2 options for a touchdown there.
Pitt's always had a great defensive line. I mean, shades of Aaron Donald back in the day, right? They're always going to have a great defensive line, so they make a play, and they save Marcel from giving up a touchdown right there.
And he goes back to the run to get an easy first down. That was a pretty quick 13 yards. And now with 3 minutes left, like you said, we're kind of in that milking the clock mode, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Jaheim White though, wear and tear. He's looking tired. He's begging coach to get some water. I would like to see CJ Donaldson in the game before Jaheim White coughs it up.
Absolutely, and back to that same deep pass play, and he will check down to Jaheim White. He's going to get checked out of bounds. Looks like a 2nd and 7 coming up.
This is a great drive by West Virginia though. He has quieted the crowd. And he's getting back into his normal offense. We practiced all week, and this was his bread and butter. He loves this bunch tight end. He loves trips tight end, and I'm loving what I'm seeing out of him on offense.
Absolutely, been very productive thus far, despite a few mistakes. And he's going to try to run it with Garrett Green. He gets past 1, but wrapped up. We're going to see 3rd and 6 here. Another big third down.
And like I said, the play before, how I was loving it, he makes a crazy decision running with Garrett Green into 3 people. He's lucky he doesn't cough up the ball, but he survives to another day.
And it looks like he's planning for another scramble, and he can't get to the line of gain. Only gets 1 or 2, 4th and 4. You kind of got to go for it now.
You have to go for this. And if I was Pitt, I'd be super upset. He's ran into 2 hit sticks with this quarterback. I would have been begging for a fumble, but it doesn't matter now. 4th and 4, and this is probably for the game.
No, absolutely. This is most likely for the game. And
he's going to have circle. He has circle, and he backs up too far.
And he gets the turnover on downs. A couple poor decisions lead to that stagnant drive.
Yeah, I mean, he just backed up way too far in the pocket, and circle. He just wasn't able to hit circle because he backed up way too far in the pocket. But he still has 3 timeouts, got the 2-minute warning. He can make a play here on defense.
Absolutely. Pittsburgh just has to not do anything stupid, not cough up the ball.
Tackle.
Absolutely great tackle. You're looking for a quick 3 and out here.
Yeah, I mean, you got to hold the door. You're playing for your life right here. You give up a first down, it is going to be very difficult, almost impossible to win this game. And if you're West Virginia, you have to expect that the run's coming. You have to put everybody in the box.
Absolutely. It looks like he is going to rush.
Another run. I love this. Great
defense. It out. Fantastic defense. And now we get a 3rd and long from Pittsburgh.
I would like to call a timeout here, but okay. It is what it is.
Letting that clock tick, saving the 3 for a rainy day, I suppose. He's going to load up that box
again.
Game
right here. He is probably going to the inverted zig.
Most likely. I mean, if it's worked 4 times in a row.
And there it is, the inverted zig, and he sniffs it out with a hit stick, but he caught it.
Yeah, it doesn't jar the ball loose, but you get a 4th and 2. Good time out there from West Virginia, and you got to go for this if you're Pitt. But if you don't get it, West Virginia's in scoring range.
This is the game right here. Are you calling a pass or a run here, Gabe?
I'm throwing it. I'm inverted zig. I'm throwing it. If I'm Marcel here,
but the flats. He's going to throw it to the flat here on the left. There's no cloud on the left. He's probably going to throw a flat for the game.
Ought to send the user over there. He's loaded the box once again. And he gets the easy completion, and he's going to break a tackle and get more. But he gets out of bounds, stops the clock, but within scoring range.
I mean, we have to come out in cover 2 right there. West Virginia just comes out in cover 3 and gives up the flats on 4th and 2 for the game. I mean, that's a tough decision.
Absolutely. Hit stick. Yet to jar the ball loose with any hit sticks. I'd be a little bit upset here if I'm West Virginia. A few poor decisions, a few poor defensive setups. When he misses the tackle, and he's going to get through the secondary, and another first down with a minute to go. 1st and goal for Pittsburgh.
Now let's see if Marcel wants to just kneel the game out, or if he's going to try to run up the score. Because he could kneel the game out, he could shake hands and get out of here, but it looks like he's going to try to score another touchdown.
He absolutely could, and he is going to do that. He's going to dive once again. We're going to see 2nd and goal with 20 seconds left. And this seems like GG's for the University of Pitt. Going to come out on top, 39-35. Barring any last-minute scores to run that scoreboard up.
Yeah, I mean, if you're West Virginia here, you got to be heartbroken. I felt like you played a perfect first half. You really dominated the entire first half, but Pitt got to tip the cap to him. He made great adjustments all second half. He really started to limit the run and kind of force Garrett Green to stick to one-dimensional and pass the ball, and he was playing great defense. So you got to tip the cap. Pitt made great adjustments, and they made every big play. Every 3rd and 4th down, he made every big play. So I got to tip the cap. But that was a great game.
Absolutely. Pitt came out very shaky. A couple massive leads for West Virginia, and obviously the player of the game will be Holstein, the quarterback, 353 pass yards. Just dotted up that West Virginia defense with all of those inverted zigs, several of them getting big gains. And, I mean, what do you see from West Virginia there? I mean, blowing a lead like that in just a couple quarters.
As Marcel's flexing into the camera, I mean, he deserves it. He deserves it, right? I mean, what a play out of him. But, yeah, I mean, all in all, this was a great experience.
Turn on your webcam. Yeah, very fun. The very first ever, hopefully, like I said, annual Esports Backyard Brawl NCAA. 25 next year, I guess it would be 26.
Yeah.
So
it didn't go our way for this game, right? But what are your predictions for tomorrow? Because this game doesn't even matter, right? If
it doesn't matter.
Won, it would have been a lot more important. But this game doesn't even matter.
This match not going on any records. It's not going on any. Nobody's getting paid for this game. It's just for funsies. But tomorrow, I don't foresee the University of Pitt dropping 40 points like they did here. I mean, if you watched them so far this season, you watched them last year against us. We beat them. What was it? 17-3, 17-6.
17-6.
And honestly, I don't foresee them running the score up any more than 6 this year. Garrett Green's going to run all over them. And, they're excited here tonight, and as they should be. It's a very fun environment. No bad blood here. Football games are fun, especially rivalry games. But, You know, they got to be prepared for Gary Green tomorrow.
Well, my prediction is simple. I think West Virginia is probably going to win 45-0 tomorrow. I mean, I think Garrett Greens might break the rushing record. We'll probably have 2 pick sixes.
Yep.
But no, I think it's going to be a great game. Hopefully it goes our way tomorrow. But
Absolutely, yeah. Hopefully it goes our way.
From the crowd for that
We
one.
are already. I mean, you know, we're at Pitt. It's the Pittsburgh. I mean, what do you expect if we're being honest? Either way, like you said, let's let them enjoy video game win now.
Let them enjoy this.
Let them enjoy that because tomorrow there won't be much cheering, if I were to say. Either way, we appreciate you guys coming out to watch this quick little broadcast for here on the Pitt campus. Like said, this has been your casters, Gabe, along with Noah up next, our Madden player, with some fantastic analysis. And I think that's going to be it. Look out for Rocket League streams this upcoming Monday, Valorant this upcoming Wednesday, and have a good afternoon.